Deniece Williams, and you're watching my Diva stories. Now I want to remind you guys, you need to subscribe to a sister channel. That would be lovely. Okay, back to the Diva stories. This one is about someone that I loved and grew up listening to, and her name was Minnie Riperton. I remember one day when I was about 16 years old, this girl from my community come running over to my house, and she said, "You should listen to this girl. You sound just like her. You need to listen to her." And the album was from the group Rotary Connection, of which Minnie Riperton was the lead singer. So I was listening to Minnie, and I was saying, yeah, we sound a little bit alike. The way she goes up in her register, the way I go up in my register. I love her. And so years later, when I joined Stevie Wonder as a background singer in Wonder Love, I got a chance to meet Minnie because Stevie produced her album. I think the album was called Loving You. No, it's called, I can't remember. Anyway, he produced the song Loving You. There we go. Perfect Angel. And so we were in the studio and I was doing background for Minnie. And so we started hanging out and we started getting close. She was from Chicago. I was from Gary, Indiana. So we started palling around, and she loved to cook. So she invited me to her house one day to come up and have some dinner with them. And she was cooking like this stew that she loved to make. And I was hungry. I'd saved my appetite, didn't want to eat anything. And I went into the kitchen while we were talking, and it was cooking and simmering. And I went into the kitchen to get a glass of water, and one of her dogs, she had these great big dogs. I don't know if they were Great Danes or Labradors, but anyway, he jumped up on the stove and lapped in the stew. Well, all of a sudden, I lost my appetite. And so she passed it, and we were having dinner. Stew went around, and I think I took 1 or 2 bites, and then I ended up at McDonald's. Isn't that terrible of me? But it was like psychologically, the dog did it for me, lapping up the stew. And it was, I have to say, it was delicious. That's my story about Minnie Riperton. It's the truth, and I'm sticking to it.